At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibraville. Hope everyone's having a great day. The dip is here. It was expected. We can't go up forever, guys. We have to have these little dips, but I don't think this one is going to be that bad. I mean, historically, Thanksgiving, Black Friday have been not good going back the last couple cycles. So, you know what? That's why being diversified is so important, because when the market's going down, you know what? Titan X, it seems to be bucking the trend. When Titan X is pumping, the market seems to be doing nothing. And then now, as the rest of the market cools off, it looks like the Titan X ecosystem is heating up. And the same thing with PulseChain. So it's funny how that works. Funny how that works. Check it out, these bubbles here. Phantom leading the way in the top 100, but Bitcoin 92.5. You know, I think we're going to go down to like 87, 86-ish, a nice 15% dip. Right about average, standard. It gives new people buying opportunities, just gets money moving around. You know, people take profits. That's what we need. We need money moving around and money coming into the markets. And I think AI, gaming, and real world assets, those are the three narratives for this cycle by far. And now, you know, OXO, we've had all these coins. You know, nothing new here, but seeing LCX pump back up 26 cents. I mean, I think this is the high, 38. So we're almost back to where we were 6 months ago. I'm curious to see where this runs, because LCX, they are, I think, the only licensed exchange in India. So they're one of the chosen ones, in my opinion, that are going to be the exchanges in some of these third world countries and smaller countries. You know, Polytrade, Crypto Banter was talking about it today, that it's one of our sponsors, but you never talk about it. But when it pumps up 20% and everything else is down, how convenient that you talk about it then. But we got into this, man, last October or so. No, it was even before that, actually, but maybe around 10 cents. And it ran up to 280, but I think we're going to go higher than that. I think, guys, we're going to be soaring after the new year. I think this is going to be that bull run everyone has been waiting for, the institutional run, that 2017 style bull run. Tornado Cash founders are still in jail and need money now to find justice and set back positive precedent for an open source software devs in crypto. Please donate. Look at Richard. I don't know if he set this charity up or not, but this is so bullish. Everything is falling in place for crypto. Legislation, Trump, Gary gone, Tornado Cash now being allowed to us to use it. How much better is this? Can this get? And what Richard put out another tweet too earlier that caught my attention right here. Hex is up today when it seems like a majority of the things are down. Interesting. Is he foreshadowing what's going to come this cycle? Because if you were here last cycle, Hex completely decorrelated from the market and just started ripping while everything else was going down. Hex was just on one. So I hope Richard is foreshadowing this again. That, oh my God, I cannot wait, guys. Like, we have plan A, plan B, and plan C. No matter what happens, we win. If Richard somehow loses his case to the SEC and all goes bad, we got Titan X to fall back onto. that if Jake gets arrested and Morpheus rugs and all the bad things happen, we have our AI coins, our real world asset plays, Stellar, XRP. I mean, Cubic, I'm telling you guys, Cubic is going to shock people. So for one of them, if it's Richard, if it's Titan X, or if it's one of these, I don't even know what to call them. One of my favorites. Because I think PulseChain and Titan X are the two most undervalued ecosystems in all of crypto right now. And if Richard's foreshadowing what's to come, oh my goodness. And yeah, guys, pRNDR. That it's so funny. I had a big liquidity pool set with render. I had 15,000 coins in there that I started the pool with like 6 months ago. And I looked at it yesterday and I was like, all right, I'm taking this down. And I had 13,600 coins and I had 2 million pulse in there. So right now, 6,500, so 7,000 less coins gets you 24 points. Well, there's 24.7 in here. But I cannot believe this shit. I don't know what is going on with render. I mean, this went up to 42. Oh my God. You know, I have a huge bag of render. I mean, this is like the only coin I can say I have more of than that's in like all the main liquidity pools. There's like 3 or 4 liquidity pools. But this is the biggest one. The other ones are like a third the size. So I'm balling on this one. Pure luck, though. You know, Aave, though, is pumping hard, too, up 50%. Chainlink, 30%. Quant, 61%. I know that staked ETH was up massive, too. Or that Titan X, you know, Morpheus is just stealing the show. Alien X is up there at 30%. But, guys, Morpheus, it is just crushing Dragon X right now. We are now below. Oh, wait, why am I on Viper? My bad. I think we're at a 4-1 around there. Yeah, look at that. We just passed 4-1. And this thing was down at like 16, 17-1 down here. So even though this last couple of weeks have felt terrible, if you understand the ratios and you understand it's not about the dollar amount, but it's about the number of coins you have, and you know how to play this game, it is crazy, guys. With Pulse and Pulse X, it was super easy. I took a majority of my PulseChain and swapped it into Pulse X at 3.8 to 1. One Pulse got me 3.8 Pulse X. I held it for like 8 months, and Pulse X just started to rip against Pulse. And I was able to get my 100 million back and still profit a couple 100 million Pulse X. The easiest move ever. And if you can do that in this ecosystem with Titan X, even if you make the wrong move, you're still in a coin that is a gem. And Volt right now is crushing everything. I don't know why I'm going to Titan not on the hub. But now we got, what is this, 24 projects. Well, 22 that are out right now on the hub. So we've added like 3 or 4 in the last week. But still, more. Oh, no, Awesome X. Friendly competition. You got to love it. They just took the spot for the biggest gainer, I believe. Yup. Come on, guys. Get out there. Sell your Awesome X for Morpheus. Let's go. Pump the Morpheus. I'm just kidding. We should all be diversified. I mean, obviously, you don't, unless you're a giga whale, you can't really be holding 24 different coins in this ecosystem. You know, so for me, I had to choose. I don't have any Dragon X left. I sold it all for Morpheus. I only have a little bit of Titan X left that I'm waiting for Shogun. And then I got a bunch of Lotus miners, Hydra miners, Hyper miners. And I'm forgetting one more. Well, the Element 280 NFTs, those haven't been producing rewards, but that's all right. I'm not worried about it. So much of that supply has been burnt. And once the element coin becomes profitable, people are going to say, oh, wow, I can burn this for $3,000 or $4,000. I'm going to just take the profits. And that's going to be where the rewards start getting kicked back. So element 280, guys, long-term play along with Ouroboros. Those to me are year-long, if not way longer plays. You can't touch Ouroboros for a year. And element 280, I am definitely just holding my NFTs for a while. Long-term thinking, guys. You got to zoom out. You know, Richard Hart always talks about hodlers winning. If you just got into Bitcoin, look at this. Look at that stud right there. The Nintendo shirt. What a legend. Triple chin, balling. This guy's a man, guys. Don't fade him. Richard knows what he's doing. Something's happening right now. This is not natural. So with Render, I've been paying close attention to it, right? I've been in this coin for a long time. It was one of the blue chips I like. Oh, damn. So, oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought it just got dumped down. But something's going on here, right? If you come and look at the transaction history, so starting like yesterday, all right, starting today, it happened, honestly. So look at this, going back, you know, just nonstop transactions. But as soon as you go back past when this bot activity, someone unleashed bots on this coin. Because look at this, right? So I just scrolled down that hard to get to 13 hours ago. But look at 14 hours ago, 18 hours ago. So there's 2 transactions, 4 hours later, 2 transactions, another hour later, you know, a day. So this one had like 10 transactions in a day. And now with the bots up here, we're doing 19K in volume in the last 24 hours. When for the previous months, I'm telling you, we were doing 10 transactions a day. Yeah, I was watching this. So I don't know much about bots, but something's going on. This is not just, you know, people buying and selling. Like, I don't know if this is a test. I don't know if this is one of the first or there's a group of coins he's doing this with. I don't know, but this shit is not normal. Something's going on. I mean, shit, this thing just pumped up 2,800%. And I got a huge ass bag. I can't believe it. I'm just like, I'm giddy right now when I look at D-Bank and go see what that shit's worth compared to what it was. It was worth 2 million Pulse literally yesterday, and now it's worth like 50 million. It's fucking crazy. And to think this could happen with every coin. Could you imagine if Aave hits parity? If Quant hits parity? I mean, shit, the craziest one is Wrap Bitcoin, $1,600. Good Lord. And Enki is paying out insane rewards right now with Wrap Bitcoin. I got Enki and one, I think it's 414R or Centaur and BTCR. Those are the ones, and free. Those are the 4 that I have. And guys, I've already gotten almost 0.1 WBTC back in rewards from those coins. And I'm not no whale or anything. So that if this goes to peg with regular Bitcoin and we still have a 70x to go, I can't even imagine. And if Richard does this and says, hey, all you Bitcoin whales that are just doing nothing with your Bitcoin, bring it over to PulseChain and throw it in the pool here and start earning some incentive tokens. You don't think Bitcoin whales are going to do that? I don't. Oh man, he's just got so many things he can do here. It's absolutely wild. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with this staked ETH. The volume 500K in volume. Yeah, bro. So there's some serious bots that got unleashed in the last like 2-3 days. Is it Richard? I don't know. Is it Winter Mute? I don't know. Is it Maria? I don't know. Is it Rags and Briz and Facing Reality? Probably. UFOs up. PTGC up another 10%. Golly. Anki dipped a little bit. That's expected. Pulse launch moving up because of what's coming, the pre-sale. If you don't know about Pulse launch, I have mine staked, so I'm good to go. You got to use 1 million Pulse points, and that gets you in, and you can do a $250 $250 gets you in. And I think they're doing like 350 or 350 or 380 spots, something like that. So definitely, and this we saw how crazy Pump.Fun is on Solana, and these guys, same thing, Launchpad, but they're giving 10% of all the fees back to the community. It's something about saw Donovan DIY's post about an instant 50x. The initial market cap of $9,000 with 20% of IMC liquidity. 50% of the capital raised will be used to immediately buy on the open market when liquidity is added. So they're going to add 45,000 to the liquidity. So they're going to 5x the liquidity. So that should 50x the price. I don't know, but I'm getting into it. It's $250. I don't give a shit. Like Pump.Fun competitor on PulseChain with 10% of all fees being used for buybacks and burn forever. 25% of all fees will be airdropped to token holders monthly. So 35% of the fees will be given back and burned versus Pump.Fun where they're all getting taken out. So guys, PulseChain is just on fire right now. Antigravity. If you did the what was it? The wishing well or the mining, now you can go collect it, connect your wallet, get your dark tokens. I got mine. I think there was something wrong with it yesterday, but it's up and running. It's working perfectly. And I got my dark tokens. Sure as hell don't have 198 though. I wish I did. But shout out Hexray. Can't wait to see what he does with this. Super exciting. I don't know if you saw this here, but CZ came out. I'm not against memes, but meme coins are getting a little weird now. Let's build real applications using blockchain. Amen. Why can't people come out and start building stuff like Morpheus? Just believe. Enter the matrix. Morpheus, what's in the buy and burn now? $995,000. So Titan X does a 5x, and there's $5 million in here. I mean, sheesh, we're over 7% burnt. This thing is going every half an hour. 7.46% has been burnt. So every half an hour, this thing just keeps buying and buying and buying. As liquidity pairs get added, as Shogun gets added, and the R bots come in, and that's just going to ramp up the burning of Titan X off the market. Jake's saying like a couple $100 billion Titan X a day getting taken off the market from Shogun. And now we got 24 projects launching. That's crazy, guys. We're going to have 50 soon. Look at this. There's another 22 in the pipeline. When we have 50 projects soon. The pillars are all coming. Shout out Steve. He's probably in the lab right now cooking up some crazy shit with this Nexus wheel. Now it could be the Trinity wheel. Who knows? Shout out to Steve. But man, I cannot believe what is going on with pRNDR. I've never seen a bubble like that. That's the biggest bubble, I think, in the history of Go Pulse. That shit is crazy. But ZKZX is pumping hard too. This is what's this the fork of? Like the Arbitrum one of GMX or something? Good golly, that shit is pumping hard. And there's 80K liquidity in here. Shit, how did I not know about this? This fucker just 10x in 3 days. Damn. So you can't catch them all. Shit ain't Pokemon. I'm trying, but you're going to unfortunately miss some. That's okay. Do not, guys, I repeat, do not go chasing this shit and say, oh, wow, I missed this one. I'm going to go FOMO right in after a 10x. No, don't do that. Be the one person that says, all right, what's red down here today? Oh, shit. Well, ERAT Bitcoin, but Ophir's down today a little bit. Look for the stuff that's down. Texan didn't pump today. Icosa's down. Like, I'm not saying get into these. Alien, that's where I would go right there. Alien's the one. It's down 1.2%. Do not chase the shit that's up hundreds of percents. Yeah, Irwin. See, look at that. Finding money right there. Yeah. See? You know it. ZKZD is pumping, bro. Shit's never dead. Don't ever say anything like that. How dare you FUD PulseChain? Yeah, bro. Render's now up 3,033%. There he is. Camo Joe. What up, bro? J6 in the building. Hex Glenn. Appreciate you stopping in here. Always supporting. Mr. Jockey. The Mo. There he is. The man. The legend. Gugad, the former degenerate. And now Utility Maxi. Richard sold some of his Bitcoins and pumped his coins. Yeah, that, or he's just using all the yield he's getting from his infinite money glitch that he's created, and he's just using the interest constantly to buy up his own coins. I don't know, though. Something's going on. That's why Hex can be reverse market trades. RX sells his Bitcoins and pumps his coins. Yeah, bro, I honestly think he's causing the freaking tops and bottoms. Maybe, maybe not. Honest question is Pulse staked ETH, PST ETH, the next PDI. Bro, I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you. Someone, I forget who it was. Someone came in the chat like yesterday or the day before. No, it was yesterday. It's not in stream Sunday, and was talking about it last night. And I looked at it, but I don't know anything about it, bro. Definitely let that one slip by. PulseChain chose, dude. Yeah, bro. That's another thing that's huge that I saw. That PulseChain is number 3. And Solana, we go back and watch my stream from like a month or two ago where I went through all of Solana and showed how the volume and the TVL is complete horseshit. They're using rug pull fucking scam pools that you cannot even sell. And they're using them as like hundreds of millions of dollars as volume. And they're just running fake volume through the pairs. So go watch that stream and I'll show you how Solana is bullshit. So we are really, I would say, in the top 2, if we're being honest. And that's crazy to think. Crazy to think. There he is. Let's fucking go. Rags is feeling bull market vibes. Man, I'm bullish. Who paid for the piece? I don't know, bro. I think they're different communities, honestly. Or someone that did freaking really well and is just doing a favor to the community. Maybe that could be it. I'm not too sure. But I would guess someone in Sonny's Pub, some of those guys probably did 1 or 2. I think BBL on ETH and BBL on Pulse are huge sleepers. I think they're released with Atropa as a crypto off-ramp. Interesting. Someone gets it. Someone's getting it. Morpheus is the next best thing. Next big thing. I'm telling you, look at the chart. And when you look at the chart, make sure you look at it against Dragon X. Don't go look at the USD value. Look at Dragon X. That's what matters. Because you have to swap Dragon X to get Morpheus. So the hundreds of millions I swapped that I had left into Morpheus, hopefully I'll be able to get 10 times the amount back from DCAing, buying. I don't even know where I started catching the falling knife day 1. But I think I bought one at it was pretty high up. But then I caught the 6 hours later the bottom. So the Halloween buy was the lowest one, or the 30th, or right around there. So you put 100 million Dragon X into Morpheus, you could sell back 25% of that and get it out and get your 100 million back. It's crazy how fast this is moving up. And it is not going to stop. What about Dart? Yeah, bro. Go. You got to go claim it. I'm gonna have Hex Ray on. We got to get an update. We got to get a breakdown. Let us know what's going on when this rocket here is going to be ignited and sent up to get destroyed at the firmament. Actually, watch that video. As long as bro, it's even worse than a VC chain, bro. It was blatant lies, blatant just stealing from the community and saying, "Yup, there's this X amount of coins is out." But no, there's really this amount over here. Like just complete disaster. And you know what's crazy too about Solana is think about this. If you're an institution, you're a hedge fund, you're a new business where you're trying to bring your supply chain onto the blockchain, or your whatever you're doing, you're bringing your business onto Web3. You need to pick a blockchain. Would you ever pick Solana? You never could. If you were relying on being up 24/7, you would never pick a blockchain that was down more than a handful of times. And imagine if Jack Levin unleashed Zen on Solana. He would have broken it for 2 weeks. So Solana, to me, is completely worthless. In the long term, yeah, memes and shit coins will be on there to people to make money. But in the long term, no, I do not think Solana is going to be here. Corium is specifically built for businesses, for enterprise, programmable money, smart coupons, all that shit. And if you guys were watching early, you got the airdrops of Corium for free, just like we all did. Solo and Corium were both free. There he is. There's Mr. 1000X. Bullish E-Hex. So easy to make a 10X after the game begins. Yeah, bro, but what about now? I'm not worried about when the game begins. I'm just looking around and seeing shit pumping everywhere. I'm seeing render. I caught today 3000X. I can't be sitting in E-Hex missing out on this shit. Like, I got all my E-Hex. I got my stakes made. I have my bag made or bag packed. But, bro, I'm not even worried about Hex. There's so many other things that are going to smoke Hex. That Hex should be, you pack your bag, make your stakes, put it away, and forget about it. And start looking, all right, how do I go make some more money and buy the next biggest thing? Whether it's going to be a Tropa or Affection or the Pump.Fund competitor, GoFundMe, whatever it is, like that's what my recommendation would be. Unless you got millions of dollars in this and you don't really care, you're just trying to make a nice 20x or so, chill. I get it then, but I'm not in that position. I need every single X possible. What up, Julian, bro? Appreciate you stopping in here. Yeah, follow that white rabbit. Don't chase any dragons, but follow the white rabbit for sure. He will lead you to the promised land. Guys, Ripple, I'm telling you, is taking over next year. Don't listen to the idiots out there. They have $1 billion to spend for marketing in 2025. $1 billion. Trump just met with Brad Garlinghouse. BlackRock's head of digital assets came from Ripple. And there will 100% be launching an ETF next year. And Ripple just donated another $25 million to the Fair Shake PAC before U.S. midterms. So here we go, guys. We saw how much this worked, allegedly, at getting a couple hundred pro-crypto people elected this November. So why not triple down and elect more pro-crypto, pro-growth, pro-innovation candidates and continue this momentum? Ripple's contributing another 25 million. Onwards. Let's go. He's a bear. Look at that. Onwards to Bertaria. Let's go, Brad. The PAC has $103 million to bribe these scumbags with. In the general election, 2/3 of all candidates elected to the next Congress considered to favor pro-crypto policies. There we go, guys. Everything's looking bullish. Everything's looking perfect. Ripple's taking over. I'm telling you. The H-bar ETF is going to come out. Probably a stellar ETF. They're going to hit all. I think they're shilling the American cryptos. No tax on American cryptos because those are the ones that are going to have the ETFs, in my opinion. That's what I think is coming. So CZ's got this right, guys. Utility is going to be a thing. People are going to want it or almost demand it after the shit that just happened with Pump.Fun taking down the live streaming and all that debacle. That was the worst thing that could have happened. And I think, in my opinion, that was the top for memes. The overall meme market, that was the top. It's going to switch to utility now. It's the maths. They concluded the top of ink will be 369. Bro, if that happens, I'll have like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because I'm holding ink and I'm not holding any PulseChain. So I'm betting on ink to outperform PulseChain. I'm betting on PulseX to outperform PulseChain. And Hex, I think, will go to $1. So Hex is, from when we started buying sub a penny, like there's a 150x probably. And then eHex, that's the freaking one that could do a 10,000x in my opinion. Where Richard could say eHex did a 10,000x in 2 cycles. I'm the only person that's got a 10,000x out of the same coin twice. Or with PDI, I'm the only person that's given 2 10,000x's. Like he's got so much that he can use as like just clout, as marketing, the wrap Bitcoin pools. Could you imagine the marketing just for the pegging alone if we hit parity? There's Richard Hart has his own Bitcoin over here that's worth the same amount, and you can make money on it and earn yield on it. Game changer. Game changer. Man, guys, don't sleep on Richard Hart. And that's why PTGC, UFO are so great, because everything Richard Hart teaches and preaches, the great 369 put right into that protocol. Titan X, Jake came from Richard's teachings. Eric from Dragon X came from Richard's teachings. Volt from Steve came from Hex. So all the guys building here are all from the Richard Hart school of the Richard Hart mentality, or the Richard Hart school of crushing. That's what I'm gonna call it. Dude, that would be so funny, bro. Dude, I could not imagine if that happens. I'm selling everything I'm selling my entire portfolio on PulseChain, because that will be the top. But bro, if that happens, golly, that'll be a great day. But guys, everything is just setting up to just absolutely crush. Not hitting 100K right now, I think, was the best thing that could have happened. Let us pull back. Let's go into December, into Christmas time with the 100K. The hopes of it. Maybe it happens in December. Maybe it happens next week. I have no idea. I just want it to happen closer to January. And I want to see a huge alt season, because we can still see dominance. I think that dominance top was in. Jim Cramer, bullish on Bitcoin. That was it. That was the dominance top. But I think the price will come back up, but dominance will just keep slowly falling down and fall off a cliff in a couple months. And that's when we freaking rip to the firmament. But in the meantime, just keep your eye on Titan X. Everything's green now, except Ouroboros. Eden, I think, still in mitten phase. Ignore that. But everything else, guys, we're up hard while the market is mostly red. So we're absolutely crushing it. We're going to continue to crush it. And facing reality will tell you it's all about when you get out. Even if you missed out on PTGC and UFO, the coins you're in, it's all about selling at the top and not round tripping shit. And maximizing the gains. That's why getting in early, buying charts like Sologenic that look dead, buying Hex down 99% when it looks dead. Those are the opportunities. And the longer you're in crypto, the more you start to see it, you get used to it. You're numb to the 20% dips and 100% pumps. It all is just the same. My exit strategy, well, I'm still working on it, bro. Still working on it. Like trying to figure out what coins I want to hold, like in Sunny's ecosystem, all these reflection coins, Alien and PTGC and Enki with the tax, with Die Hard with the 10% tax. Like that's going to kind of make me not want to sell. So I'm probably going to unload all my PRC20s, like the renders, the Wrap Bitcoin, all those Chainlink, Aave, Quant, Alluvium. Probably unload every one of those. All of my altcoins here, the AI plays, everything. I'm going to keep Cubic. That's my AI long-term play. I'm probably not going to sell any of that. If all goes right, I should have enough from everything else where I can round trip a couple bags of my long-term winners. But yeah, bro, it's still in the air. If it looks like we're topping in March, it'll be a big difference in how I play it versus if we top out towards October, November 2025. So as time goes on, like, we keep making predictions. We just play it by ear. But we're not going to be caught holding the bag. Like, we're going to know when this market is overextended if we get there. If not, and we just have one of these cycles where Bitcoin just kind of runs up to 100 here and then phases out over the next 3 or 4 months, alts run up, and then we kind of pump 6 months later. We've been on the 6 months trend since the pre-halving and since the pre-ETF. So maybe we're in for that. And as a lot of money comes on chain, assets begin to get tokenized, maybe we don't see the huge dips when there's hundreds of billions of dollars of assets on these chains. Maybe they're valued differently. I mean, I don't know. I think we're right at that precipice of seeing a big change in the market, the way we value these things, and so on and so forth. But we need regulation to come. XLS 64, 65, at 66 all got to come on the XRP ledger, and those are all in voting now. So it's all shaping up, and then the banks are going to be able to custody crypto. Coinbase will probably become a neo bank, what they're calling it, and we'll be off to the races. Ripple's going to IPO. There'll be an ETF for Ripple, for XLM, for Hedera, for all the blue chips, I think. And that's going to be the top and sign, in my opinion. What up, Alan? Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, Tornado Cash on PulseChain. Yeah, dude, I saw that. It's ripping on ETH too, bro. I was looking over here at what was it, the top 600. This one, and it's because Tornado's up, which is pretty funny. Up 10x, holy shit. And then dip 50%. Yup, if you were in that one, congrats. You are a legend. So I missed that one. But all right, guys, I'm out of here. Just a quick little update, talk some alpha, let you know that Richard is freaking GOAT. He's got so many ways to draw attention to PulseChain and just make people talk about it, force their attention, force freaking bum Nooner and all these douchebags to have to talk about PulseChain. And his whole office, maybe he set it up to make itself look like he's the bad guy, and his whole office got into PulseChain, and he'll make a big, who knows? But smash that like button. I'm out of here. Peace.